Hello everyone, my name is Carrie Horner and I am a senior at Indiana State University majoring in exercise science. In today's video, I will be covering an exercise routine that is designed for children between the ages of 14 and 18 that will work the entire body. The exercises I will show you today hit all of the major muscle groups in the body, which is a great workout for individuals of all levels, from beginners to the advanced athlete. Before you begin this work, make sure you have completed a warm-up of dynamic movements for 5 to 10 minutes. These can include things like jogging, jumping jacks, leg swings, arm circles, etc. Anything that has you moving while warming up your body to prepare for the workout. For this series of exercises, you will need a resistance band of any strength that fits your ability, a set of dumbbells as heavy or as light as you want them, and a sturdy chair. So the first movement we're going to begin with for this set of exercises is a horizontal push movement, and this movement is actually going to be a set of push-ups. So for this, you want to make sure that your arms are directly underneath your shoulders, your back is flat, and you're up on your toes for this position. Now, if this is too difficult for some, you can go down on your knees. Just make sure your arms are stretched out a little further because you will be going forward in this movement. Now, you want to make sure you're in that starting position, and you're going to lower down until your elbows are at 90 degrees and slowly raise back up, keeping your back flat as possible throughout the entire movement. So I will do a set of 5 just to go through those movements. So this next exercise, you will need your resistance band. For this, I tied a knot in the end of it because you will actually close this end of the resistance band in a door, and you don't want that band to be able to come back and hit you in the face while you're performing this movement. So safety first, make sure you tie a knot in the end of your band to keep it secure. So this next exercise is a vertical banded arm pull down. So what you're gonna do is I hung my band from the door and made sure the door was closed to lock it in place. So for this, you want to take 1/2 of each of the band in each of your hands. Make sure you're far enough back from the door itself. Feet are shoulder width apart again. And what you're gonna do is basically grab onto it as high up as you can, and you're gonna pull your arms straight down and back until they are by your sides, and slowly raise them back up to the starting position. So this next exercise, you'll need your chair as well as your dumbbells, and this is gonna be a dumbbell push press. So with this, you're gonna sit in the chair. Make sure you sit up nice and tall, back is straight. Go ahead and grab your dumbbells. Again, if you're a beginner, go as light as possible. If you're an advanced athlete, you can do as much as you feel comfortable in doing. So sit up nice and tall. I'm gonna raise your arms up until they're almost in that field goal position. So 90 degrees from your shoulder to your elbow, and then your elbow to your wrist. You want to make sure everything is nice and aligned. So for this movement, you're going to push up at the same time with your dumbbells until your arms are completely straight, and then slowly lower them back down until in that starting position back at 90 degrees. So I'll also do it from this side. Again, back nice and straight, arms up, 90 degrees at both positions, push straight up, and come back down. So the last exercise we will be covering today is a banded row. Now you can do this seated or standing, but you're still going to use the same resistance band with the knot in it to perform this exercise. So what you will do is, again, grab 2 halves in both your hands, stand shoulder width apart, back straight. You want to have a slight bend in your knees, not overdoing it, but almost in a quarter squat position. And extend your arms till they're straight, and you just simply want to pull your arms backwards until your hands are at your sides. Now again, you don't want to pull arching your back. You want to make sure your back is flat the entire time. So again, arms straight, pulling back till your hands are at your sides, and extending back to the starting position. Now when doing this movement, as you pull your arms back, you want to act like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together at the very end of the movement. So the next exercise we will be doing is body weight squats. So for this exercise, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and even. You're going to basically do a sitting motion as if you're sitting back on a chair. So you want to lower down, keeping your back tall, nice and straight, lowering down until your knees are at 90 degrees. You want to make sure the weight is placed back on your heels, and then you're going to slowly raise back up. I'll do this from the side view too. So again, make sure your feet are evenly spaced, shoulder width apart. Sit backwards first, like you're sitting back on a chair. Make sure your knees don't go over your toes. Lower down until at 90 degrees. Keep the weight back on your heels and raise right back up. And I'll do another set of 5 for this. So the next exercise we will be doing is called a Russian twist. This will work your abs. So what you want to do, you can do this weighted or unweighted depending on your level of experience. For this, I'm going to do it with a dumbbell. You can do it with anything that adds weight to your movement. This is just what I had available to me. So for this, you want to sit back, putting the weight on your butt, and if you are able to, you want to raise your feet up off the ground, and you're going to rotate, tap that weight on the side, come back to the middle, rotate to the other side, tap it on the ground, and come back. Now that movement is 1 set or 1 repetition. You can also count each side as being 1, just double the amount. So if you were doing 1 set of 10 reps, you would do 1 set of 20, 1 on each side. I'll also show you from the side view. Again, lean back so you're in a reclined position. If you're able to raise your legs up, great. If not, you can keep them on the floor, just lower back a little bit more. So for this, raise the legs, twist to one side, back to the middle, twist to the other side, back to the middle. So I will do a set of 5 and you guys will do a set of 10. Okay, The next movement we will be doing is called a hip thrust. So for this, you want to make sure you set up your chair. You're going to make sure those chairs are not going to slip out from underneath of you while you're doing the movement. So for this movement, you want to begin by putting your shoulders directly on the chair itself. Place your legs and your knees, so your ankles and your knees are directly under and over each other. And you're going to do this movement until your stomach and your thighs form a parallel surface to the ground. So as straight as you possibly can. For this, you can do weighted, unweighted, but if you're a beginner, you need to do it unweighted to make sure you don't pose the risk of injury and you get the proper technique done. So for this, you're going to lower your hips down until you can either touch the floor or as low as you possibly can. Then you're slowly going to raise your hips back up. When you reach the top, squeeze your glutes together. That will help push your hips up as far as they can go until you have that flat surface again between your torso and your thighs. So for this, I will do a set of 5 reps. This kind of workout hits every muscle group in the body and allows you to work out without having to split your days up at the gym. So splitting days includes going one day for upper body and another day for a lower body and or abs. They are also better for beginners to work on technique and form before being exposed to a higher level of lifting where the possibility of injury greatly increases for the individual. Full body workouts are beneficial for individuals who are looking to lose just a little bit of weight quickly without having to do an extensive extreme training program. These workouts allow for your body to recover better in between exercise sessions due to them only being needed maybe 2 to 3 times a week instead of having to go to the gym, say 4 to 5 times a week. They also allow for other activities to be incorporated into the training programs, such as other sports or other physical activity, such as a cardio workout. These can be done one day, and while your body is resting certain muscle groups that you've already pushed to the limits, you can do a cardio session that will just better enhance your training overall. I hope this video helps you start down a great exercise journey and helped you learn a few exercises that are simple and easy to do at home due to everything that's going on in the world right now. Thanks for watching.